Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are here to talk about Bleach because we just got the second official trailer of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime. I was not expecting that we were gonna get anything. I know that they gave like a preview of the first 2 episodes to the Japan what was it, the Club Outside people. But I wasn't expecting a full like trailer. so that kind of caught me off guard. And because it caught me off guard, I admit I have already watched it. So no reaction. That's my bad. If I knew something was coming, I would have been like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this. We're gonna be good and we're gonna watch it on here. But I was too excited. I just saw it and I was like, oh my god. So I'm not gonna react, but I do have many thoughts on both the trailer and current events, and I'm gonna try my best to be as even as I can about all this, and try not to be as like I was kind of out for blood in the last Bleach video that I made, which was like the Ichiruki video, and I'm gonna try to be a little more responsible than that, but I do have some things that I want to talk about. I've been pretty vocal on Twitter about the stuff around the streaming rights, right? I've been pretty vocal on Twitter, but I haven't mentioned it here because honestly, I wanted to see an official confirmation. I wanted to see Viz or someone else come out and say, this is what's happening, before I made any kind of video on it. I had thought about it, making that guttural reaction, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like how, I'm not a huge fan of how the Bleach community has been. And I'm learning a lot of stuff, honestly, in the last number of years, but more so in the last couple of months. So let's be quick about this because this video, I really more so want to be about the trailer. I think that there's a lot of irresponsible people online right now that have been talking about a lot of rumors and not giving a whole lot of context. I'm not going to name names, you know who I'm talking about, but there's a lot of stuff about Disney getting the streaming rights, and I think that if you are going to be a leaker of any kind, regardless of how real your information is or how accurate or whatever, you need to not only set expectations, but you need to do something, even a sentence, to try and not rile up everyone. And if you're not doing that, I think you're doing it because you just want clicks and views. And especially if you're going to start acting like you're doing everybody a favor, don't do that. If it was me leaking that Disney was going to get the streaming rights and whatever, I would have said, oh, it sounds like this is happening from my sources, but it's hard to say exactly what the details are on it. You know exactly how people are going to react. I don't like that. I didn't like it when it first started happening, and it's one of the reasons why I didn't make a video on it to begin with, because honestly, as it is fun to see people being like, yo, this is what we want, and we want to let them know, because I think, in all fairness, I think Viz has been doing a very bad job. They've said some stuff, but they haven't been outright, and we honestly, even now, don't have which platform specifically the simulcast will be happening. That brings me to my next thing is, they've officially announced that it will be simulcast. It is the word simulcast has been tossed out there a number of times, and people just have been ignoring it. They didn't give any further details, so again, I don't think that they're doing a hugely great job on giving what we need as far as that information. But I do think that people are ignoring this and just going with that, like, what the sensational, like, what the bad news is, and like pretending like somebody that they've never ever met has all the information. All right, we're gonna move on. I can't believe I just spent 5 minutes on that. Maybe I should have made a video on that. Now, where I really want to start is right here. First of all, this art is awesome. I love that. Second of all, coming 10/10. Third of all, like I said, Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War simulcast starts on, hold on, let me zoom in a little bit here. Starts on October 10th. I've been saying this for a long time, and that this is like, it is incomprehensible that they would license out, they not licensed, but they would like sell the streaming rights to anybody and not have simulcast. You cannot compare Bleach to summertime rendering or whatever the other anime that like Disney technically has access to. You cannot compare it. It's out of it, like people are not using their minds. They're not critically thinking about it. So I just want I'm still kind of talking about it, but I just wanted to kind of get that out there. Now, with that all said, let's move on to the trailer. I'm not going to have all the audio here. I'm going to jump around, but I have a lot of thoughts about the information that we got. For one, again, it's simulcast. For two, the anime will be in 4 cores, which will mean 12 to 13 episodes per core, and ultimately it'll be somewhere around 50 episodes, maybe two over or 2 under, somewhere in that ballpark. We don't have the details on how many episodes the cores exactly will be, but it'll probably be around that. Tetsuya Kitani is going to do the opening called Scar, and we actually hear it in this. It's more poppy than I thought it would be, honestly. I thought it would be a bit more darker, but I don't know. Well, we haven't heard the whole thing, so it's hard to tell for sure. But let's just talk about this, because this, like, it honestly, with like the last trailer was like, oh, that's cool, but it was like a lot of like, it was a lot of just kind of like, oh, this is good. There were some shots that were like, oh yeah, definitely this is gonna be like what it looks like, but we weren't entirely sure. Now we're seeing full animation from the episodes, and it blowing my mind. Not only that, but I've seen some, let's jump ahead, where I've seen some people saying that like, oh man, okay, so I have this filter here because I don't want to get like hit with a copyright strike. But if you're watching, if you've seen the trailer, I love the spot where like the hollows start showing up, and it's like they're chasing after, I think, is his name Yuki? I don't know, but it seems like we're definitely getting some extended scenes. We're getting some extrapolated stuff. We never actually got to see Ichigo and his friends fight the Hollows. They showed up and saved the 2 like novice Soul Reapers, but we never actually got to see them fight. And seeing them like kind of bebopping around and doing all that stuff is really, really cool. Not only that, but I think like this actually came out to me is when when Ichigo's fighting Ebern, I think is his name, this guy. I think they've expanded a little bit on that fight too, because I don't think they like ran around a lot. It was just Ichigo and him went to a single location and then kind of did some stuff and then moved on from there. But this seems like he's like going underneath a bridge, and there's like a lot of like attacks. I think it's going to be really cool. The animation is so good. I've heard some people refer to it being as like, oh, it looks like it's like in a movie. It's movie quality, and I agree. And honestly, I think that like the fact that it is 4 cores and it's like a chord show, which if you don't know is it basically means that the show is going to be broken up into kind of basically seasons. It'll be, again, 12 to 13 episodes, and then they'll do that, and then maybe they'll wait like, I don't know, a few months or something like that, and then air the next thing. I don't know, or whatever it is, or they'll wait an entire year. The point is, it'll be like Attack on Titan, or like I was gonna call it Kimetsu no Yaiba. It'll be like Demon Slayer or Attack on Titan, where they have a set amount of episodes, and then they'll move on and do it a little bit at a time. Which ultimately, I know that's disappointing because a lot of people like longer running shows, but it lets the studio do their work and do it well. So I think we're in for a treat. This is another scene. Okay, so I have a terrible memory, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't recall, and apparently nobody else does, Uryu having specific conversations with Ryuken prior to everything going down. So I think that they're gonna give Ryuken and hopefully Ishin, I hope that they do something in the last leg of the arc, because oh my god, outside of a flashback, they didn't do anything in the arc. I guess technically they brought Uryu the arrow, but like whatever. My point is, it seems like they're gonna let them do something and have them be a bigger roles in the show, or at least Ryuken. I mean, he's at least talking to Uryu. I'm not entirely sure. I think I saw somebody mentioned. Oh, here's spoilers. Here's Sasaki getting ran through. I think I saw somebody saying something along the line of like we got some shots of Hueco Mundo that we didn't get to see in the manga, like as like we get to see maybe the actual subjugation and invasion of Hueco Mundo, whereas in the manga it was already done. They were just like collecting hollows and Arrancar and all that jazz. In addition to that, it's really cool hearing all of the voice actors talk. In the last one, it was like, oh, a lot of cool visuals, but like, oh, geez. Hold on, I'm gonna try to pause on Izuru. There it is. It's Tatsuya Kitani. Tatsuya Kitani, not Tetsuya. I'm sorry, my bad. I think it's really cool seeing them all talk, and I don't know, it's cool to hear them hear the characters say their lines, and I'm so excited. The one thing I think is interesting is it's very similar, but I think that they've at this point they've already recast Yamamoto because his Japanese voice actor died. So it's he has a very similar voice, but I haven't seen anybody comment on that. I doubt that he recorded all of his lines before dying. I think he died like a couple of years ago, actually. So I don't know, but I think the new Yamamoto sounds pretty good. Oh man, you know what? Hold on, let's I wanna look at this shot real quick. It's like I think it's Ebernd versus Ichigo. This looks beautiful. Look at this thing. It's a big thing. Is this? Hold on, wait. Is this when? You know what? You know what this is? Well, I'm looking over here. You know what this is? I think this is when he's about to steal his Bankai. This is major spoilers, by the way, for yeah, your Bankai ends here. Duh. I think the animations are so good in this. I just can't get over it. I'm so excited. It's a good time to be a Bleach fan. I'm not going to lie about that. Regardless of whatever stuff is going on, I am so excited. And honestly, I cannot wait for Totally Not Mark to get to 1,000-Year Blood War arc. He's really testing my patience because he's pushed back his video twice for the Soul Society arc. But I'm really so excited to see exactly. I'm excited to see all of this. I can't wait to see Rukia doing her stuff and using her stuff, and I'm trying to like be a little bit I'm trying to be in a little bit of a zone where it's like I'm not spoiling things. My point is, I am so unbelievably excited, and see, like this, we never got to see any of this in the manga. We didn't get to see them doing stuff. So I don't know. I'm just so excited. The animation looks awesome. It looks like they're being more faithful to they're not only expanding on the manga and the content or whatever, but they're being more faithful to the manga in terms of just like already made content. Like Ichigo's Getsuga Tensho, for instance. In the manga, in theory, I think it's supposed to be somewhere around like a yellowish color, but in the anime, it's always been blue. And then when he goes in Bankai, it became like this like black Getsuga with like a red outline, which was cool. I love that. I love the black Getsuga with the red outline. But it seems like maybe they're going a bit more into Kubo's thought process with a purple Getsuga, which is an interesting tech. It's an interesting color for a Getsuga. I just can't wait. I genuinely cannot wait. I'm gonna get rid of the my logo here for this, just because it's like I'm gonna leave it at that. I am so unbelievably excited for this anime. You don't even understand. Technically, Pokemon was my first anime. Dragon Ball Z was like the second anime that I really got into. Naruto was my first like foray into like other kind of anime. But Bleach stands the test of time for me. It became very quickly my favorite anime. And even though I think ultimately I'm kind of really into One Piece right now, Bleach will always have a special part in my heart. So I can't wait for it to return next month. I am definitely going to be watching it. I have no firm plans currently about what I want to do as far as talking about it. But who knows? Maybe reviews or maybe I'll watch a couple episodes every once in a while and give my thoughts on the big moments. That could be something cool. Let me know what you guys want to hear from me as far as like Bleach and the anime coming back. I'm sure that there will be stuff that like brand new content, like the additional fights and maybe some brand new plot points that we never got to see in the manga, and then I'll have more opinions on that. So let me know what you guys think about all of this down below in the comment section. I'm sorry I started the video with a little bit of negativity, but I wanted to get my thoughts out on that. The rest of this is awesome. I'm so excited. Let me know what you guys thought about this trailer, about Bleach in general, down below in the comment section. And if you liked anything I had to say and you want to see more Bleach content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'll get all the notifications when I upload. I will see you guys in another video, hopefully very, very soon. See you later.